Well, hello Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper, and this is a bonus video to Stories and Stamps. This takes you back to my parents' engagement. I would guess that would be 1957 or even 56, and this is the only time my mother smoked. She made that beautiful dress. I just think they look so handsome. Here is their wedding, and in Holland, you first have to go to the courthouse, which is where they are here, and then they make it official in the church. And here, and then when they go to the church, they're already married by law, so they don't. The father doesn't walk the bride down the aisle, the groom does. And my dad, here he is in his top hat. He borrowed this, or actually bought this from his brother. And here is a picture of my young father. I love this picture of him. He's a kind and sensitive soul. And my mother, quite the flirt, although she said she was quite shy. I'm not sure if I believe that. This is their wedding date. And now I'm going to go back because they're not quite in order. I made these posters for their 60th wedding anniversary. After they got married in May of 1958, they took the Maasdam ship. It's an ocean liner. They took it to Halifax. And here they are on the ship. And I said to my dad last night, I showed him this picture, and I said, "Pop, you must have felt like a millionaire that day." And he says, "I am. I still am." And here they are in Rotterdam on the pier, saying goodbye to their family. And if you look at this basket, apparently baskets were all the rage back then. My mother still has this basket. And here they are sitting on the deck of the ship. And it wasn't until I saw this picture that I realized that they weren't on some stuffy immigrant ship. They were actually cruising in some luxury, I think. They're both reading. And I just love this. My mom's wearing dresses just like I do. It's just so lovely. Okay, I'm going to try to go slowly. And here, well, this was their wedding text. And they love to read that very, very often. And my mom made her wedding dress. Isn't that beautiful? And then she sold it to buy baby clothes. And her wedding bouquet was stephanotis, which is apparently known as the bridal flower in Holland, and it smells beautiful. And here is my mom with my oldest sister. That's Adriana, and she was born in 1959, 2 days after Mom's birthday. And here is my mom and my dad, and this is my older brother, Oliver. So there's Oliver and Adriana, and Oliver was born in August of 1960. And here's a very buff picture of my father, but he never went to the gym or anything, but he worked like a dog, and here he is working in the peat moss. And I think his brother, Marinus, took this picture, which I thought was quite interesting. And here we have my dad, and this little girl is me. So these pictures are, again, not in order. My dad still remembers this truck. My brother's being a goofball on the left, and that is his friend Henry. I think that's his friend James, and that's my sister Adriana. Looks like my dad had a bit of an incident with his windshield. And here is a birthday party, and I think it might have even been, I think it was Oliver's birthday party. He's holding me there. That's me right here. In the background is my cousin John, family friend Wilma. This is my cousin Marina. This is the neighbor Alex Moyer. And this is my sister Adriana. Just so much fun. And in this picture, I believe this is Bellwood Lake. It's my dad. It must have been taken on a Sunday with my dad in a suit. There's my sister Adriana and my brother Oliver and my cousin John. And my mom, I remember this buggy was still around like 20 years ago. And this, I believe, is my first birthday. And my present was that Fisher-Price Tower of Rings. So that's my brother on the left. This is me, my sister, and my dad. I'm guessing it must have been, this is the kitchen on the farmhouse. And I'm guessing it must have been a Sunday or my dad wouldn't be dressed like that. And here, another fun family photo. My mother, my father, my sister Adriana, my cousin Marina. My sister Adriana, me, and my cousin Dan. So I had two sets of cousins in Canada. My dad had one brother and my mom had one sister. And this here is my Tante Martha on the right. She never had any children, and they came regularly to visit us. So that was one way that I learned some Dutch. Here's my mom with my brother Cor. He's the youngest. He's 3 years younger than me. And yeah, and this is my sister Adriana. And here in this picture, this was taken in Manitoba. And my mom used to say the nurses were more proud of the birth of my brother Oliver than my mom's kind of in the background. My sister Adriana. This is my Opa Boot. He came to visit and he was always hunting. He loved to hunt squirrels. He's in the field here, and this is my sister Adriana and my brother Oliver. And this outbuilding, this was the garage on our farm, and there's my dad's truck. My brother Oliver with our dogs. We always had German Shepherds. And here's my mother, and we always drank out of teacups. My brother Oliver, my sister Adriana, look at those cheeks. Here's a rare photo of my dad with my brother Cor. You know, the youngest doesn't get as many pictures. And here we are. This must have been one of our rare day trips. My dad, my brother Oliver, my sister Adriana. And another rare one, my dad with me, swimming at the Shandam in Fergus, my brother Oliver, my sister Adriana. And then here, we're almost done, guys. This is such a beautiful picture. My dad in the barn, and look at the love in his face as he's looking at my sister Adriana. And she's just looking at him adoringly. And whoops, I'm leaning way over the table here. This is my sister Adriana and my brother Oliver. And here is my dad in Manitoba, and they had a cow in their front yard. He couldn't remember whether or not it was for beef or for milk. I think it was for beef. Here is me with our German Shepherd. Here is me with my brother Cor. And here is my sister Adriana and my brother Oliver. They cut jugs in half, milk jugs, to use as hats. My mom made these outfits. Here is a rare picture. This is Opa Robelmont, my mom's dad. He always came to help. He's trimming the hedge here. My brother Oliver. That's Oma on the left, my mom's mom. My sister Adriana, my mom, cousin Cor, brother Cor, cousin Diane, me, and cousin Dan. So that's our family history. And you know what? For with God, all things are possible. So I just hope that you enjoyed this family history and that it fills in the gaps and shows some pictures of my parents' amazing story. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow there will be a stories and stamps, and I'll be stamping and telling some more of the last story, actually, of Gerard and I. All right, have a super day. Bye.